Okay, so this argument is between compatibility of philosophical ethics and religious moral reasoning. In doing my research, it's kind of hard to find more instances where they're not compatible. There's just so many instances where they are, in my opinion. We'll look at it for a minute and say, let's just say the ethics. Ethics, when you think of ethics today, just like the professor said, we think of legality. Is it ethical or is it legal? And there's just so many correlations between that and religious morality. Let's look, for instance, at just small examples like the Ten Commandments. As far as religion goes, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery. I mean, all of those things have found their ways in our laws. Obviously, like murder, thou shalt not murder. There's so many laws on that. Thou shalt not steal. There's obviously larceny laws, high and low. Adultery. Adultery can be covered anything from rape to child pornography. That's all those laws are still they fall under adultery when it comes to religious morality. And there's just so many correlations and causations, I think. The correlation's obvious. The causation, I think, is from the religious morality that those lawmakers had. So, and that's how I could prove an argument in causation. Correlation is very easy to see, but that doesn't mean that one is caused by the other. I think they are caused by each other because of the lawmakers' religious morality. And we can see that all the way back to the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. The religious morality that those folks and our forefathers had is abundantly clear. And then some of you might even argue, well, not all of them are in our laws, and that's true. For instance, thou shalt have no other gods before me. That is not anywhere in our laws, and you're right. That's because in the United States we have religious freedoms, and so our forefathers didn't want to make a religious sect out of a country. But there are other countries that are like that. You can look at some of the Middle Eastern countries, and those are in their laws. You cannot worship anything other than what the government tells you you can. And so this argument can always go back and forth. Well, you can prove this and can't prove that, and that may be true, but I believe correlation and causation can both be proven between the compatibility of religious, moral religious reasoning and then philosophical ethics. I think it's absolutely can be correlated and caused by the other. As far as anyone who disagrees with me, like I said before, there are some that are not in our laws, and for particular reasons. Like I said, the separation of church and state, our founders believed in that, and that's why not all of the Ten Commandments wound up as laws.